Hey, welcome back. And this is the third day of building the Alias Genie app. Uh, as a recap, the Alias Genie app is supposed to be a desktop app that allows you to manage your command line aliases. Shortly, if you have a longer command and you don't want to either type it all the time or copy paste it, too often you create an alias and you just run the alias instead of the command. You can do it from the terminal or by editing the config file, but I wanted to create a GUI for that and have a single place to manage all your aliases. So far, I've implemented the main functionality. I spent like 3 hours building the project, and I have implemented the create, read, update, and delete on the aliases, and it's working. Today, I wanted to start working on the UI a bit. It won't be the final version, but we will have something like it will look a bit better, hopefully. And uh, after that, once we have the UI ready, we will handle the user permissions. I've decided to start with a macOS app, and as you probably know, Apple has really strong security rules, so we will need to give permissions to the file for editing the file and to find a way to handle the permissions so that the users will be able to install and run the app without issues. Good. In today, let me switch to the scene. So we have the all to do. Last time we've done the edit, the delete, and we've created an installer, a DMG file that you can drag and drop in your apps. There are some issues in here, but I don't want to focus on those now. I will focus on those once we handle the permissions as well. Probably it would have been better to handle the permissions today, but it's pretty late in the evening, and I just wanted to do a short session just to put the app, make it look a bit more presentable, so to say. So for today, I would like to add a UI library, UI components library. Um, I found a pretty cool Flutter UI components library made by a fellow indie hacker, and I would like to implement it in my app. Maybe start working on Figma design. This will be pretty tough because I'm not a designer by any means, and I will try. I mean, I know how to use Figma, but I lack some design eyes, so to say. But yeah, we'll do what we can. And the third, maybe design the logo. Okay. Now that we have the to-do list, let me quickly check if everything is all right on the stream. And let's get to it. Why X is not working? Will it work on the same broadcast? So apparently the broadcast on X had failed. For some reason. Sorry, let me recreate the broadcast. Annoying when this happens. Okay, good. Okay, okay. Okay, so I've deleted my previous post and I have recreated a new broadcast on Twitter, and now it should work for both Twitter and YouTube. So a short recap. Um, why- okay, it seems to work now. I think. Oh, is it? Okay, to do a short recap, very short recap, we are building a desktop app that allows a software developer to manage aliases from a GUI. You could do this by either running some terminal commands or by modifying the terminal's config file, but I wanted to have an interface that allows me to manage all my aliases so that I don't forget them and I don't have to edit the settings file every time. So far, we spent 3 hours building the app, and I've implemented create, read, update, and delete functionality. So the user can add its own aliases, edit them, delete them, and so on. And I got to the point where I've created the installer, the DMG file, but there were some issues with the permissions. So since we're building for the macOS first, Apple has some strong security rules, and we will have to gather some user permissions to edit that file in the OS. And uh, since today the stream won't be too long, I thought about starting working on the UI in parallel, so we make the app look a bit better, and we handle the permissions in another day where we'll have a bit more time to work on them. Well, the to-do for today is to add the UI components library. I found the one built by Following the Hacker, which is pretty cool. It's basically Shed CN UI, but built for Flutter, and I would like to use that. And in parallel, start working on a Figma design. I have a rough idea how the app should look like, but it's pretty rough. We will start designing it and implementing it in parallel because I'm not a designer and not good at that, so I won't do the design first. We'll just make it look decent enough and then maybe get some feedback from X on how to improve it, and maybe design the logo. I have a concept for the logo, but maybe we can put it in Figma and make something to look decent. Okay, let's start then. Let's first let's integrate the UI library. It's called Mario Shadjian UI. This guy has built the UI components for Flutter, and they look pretty cool. I don't know. For example, this is a card. It takes a while to load it, but yeah, it looks decent, and I can adapt it to my needs. It's perfect. So let's get started. I think menu. Yeah, let's go like this. First of all, let me reopen the project. Where is it? What happened? I've restarted my PC. I had some issues with IntelliJ last time, and now it looks a bit weird, but it should be fine. Yeah, so okay, now this is the project, the main function. This is how the app looks like. I will add this library, then open the project to see how it looks before and after, maybe. Would be cool. So let's run this. We'll add the Shatsian UI dependency. And then to use the library seems simple enough. I just took a look over it. I didn't really see how it looks on Flutter, but we'll see it now. Let's run flutter pub-get to install the dependencies. And meanwhile, we will open the macOS desktop app. As an idea, I eventually, if there's any interest on this app, we will maybe have categories and so on. But for at the beginning, I thought about, like in IntelliJ, to have the aliases on the left side in a list view, maybe be able to move the screen around if you have a larger alias, even though I don't see why you would do that. And on the right, as soon as the user clicks an alias, to open it here, along with the command and the ability to edit, delete, and so on. We'll start very simple and then focus on the landing page and then the rest of it. So let's run the app. I've just installed the dependency for now. I haven't applied it, so to say. So, for example, just to use this library, I will have to replace material app with shed app, and apparently I can use it. I can use the material design with shed cn, and with I think, yeah, I can adapt basically the material theme to work with Catian, but I think I'll use the pure one. And the Cupertino, which is for Apple, might be interesting to try it since we're building it for macOS first. It might be interesting to use Cupertino, but I think we'll go for the pure shad app. You can make it adaptive, change for both macOS and the material one, but no, so far we'll keep it as simple as possible, and we will build it just with pure Shatsian. So basically, we will define our theme, and then have a single place where we can configure the colors, fonts, and so on. And once we have that, we can easily adapt and improve the UI later. My main goal for today is to just get rid of the default Flutter look, make it look a bit better, and have a single point where I can modify my theme. Takes a while to build the app. Let me check again the streams, because I had some weird issues with it earlier, but now it seems to work. So come on. Since I restarted my PC and ran a Flutter clean, it needs to reinstall the dependencies and rebuild everything, and it takes a bit indexing it again, basically. Not sure why it's downloading Rive yet, because I haven't added I mean, it's in my packages, but yeah, if you don't know Rive, definitely check it out. It's a very cool app that allows you to build animations that integrate perfectly in Flutter, first of all, and then they work. The files are really small and they work flawlessly in web or mobile, regardless of what programming language are you using. If you have like animation skills and drawing skills, definitely check it out. It's pretty amazing. Come on now, build it. Let's see how configure the theme a bit later. So there are some color schemes. Okay, it's like in Flutter, we basically replace the theme data with shed theme data, and we do the color scheme and like the theme dark or light. I think I'll go for dark first. And then, yeah, we can change colors from here and all of that. And we will also have a type theme where we can put our fonts and the heading and so on. Takes way too long. My PC is acting weird. Anyway. If you have any ideas on how to do the layout to look better, let me know in the comments. It would be a huge help. What happened? I didn't do anything. Still building. Anyway, let's switch to Figma for a bit until this is built. So let's do an artboard. And yeah, so let's think about the logo a bit. So the app is called alias. Okay, my PC is definitely struggling now. All the fans are full throttle. Okay, exaggerate 120. Okay, so this is the name of the app. I was thinking about, so there's a genie, and I used to play Heroes 3, and in Heroes 3, the genie was like half human and half whirlwind, something like that. I don't know if you saw it. When it gets out of the lamp, it's just going out. And I thought that an A, which is, let's say, 180 degrees, something like that, would be like the bottom part of the genie, like the legs of the genie. And I thought that the G, if we put the G, let's say horizontally, the other way around, I think. And a bit down would look somehow. this font is not, I don't like this font, but something like this. There's a really, really cool feature in Figma, the gap height to baseline, which is annoying. Like it makes the square equal to the letter, which is pretty useful because if you see it here, then like the square is bigger than the letter, and if you're trying to align fonts, it's pretty ugly. So this feature is pretty cool. Yeah, something like this, but we have to change the font and all of that. And my app is still not launching. Oh, it launched. No, it's open. Okay, so it looks like this for now. Wait a bit. It looks like this, and it's pretty ugly. And today we want to make it a bit better. So I will ditch Figma for now, and I want to install the shared CN library, continue where I left off before taking a huge amount of time to build it. So we install it, and then we try to do a basic layout and see how the components look like and if we like them, because I haven't tried it before. And then if we like it, we can switch to Figma and put them together if necessary. Otherwise, if it might work directly in the code, I don't know. Let's get back to it. So, cool. Getting started again. I have added the dependency, I have installed it, and now I will use the shed app instead of the material app, and I will do a import first, of course, and save hot reload. And now it should look a bit different, hopefully. Oh. Thinking. So I need to restart it. Don't want to restart it. Yeah, it's reloaded. It looks dark, which is cool. Cool. We don't want to use material or Cupertino. We will move quickly to the theme data. And I would like to create a theme data class and use it. So let's maybe create a package here called UI or theme. I think theme is better. Okay, and in the theme package, I want to create a new Dart file called theme data. We'll configure everything in here, and yeah, if we want to change the theme later, we just change it here and it should work. Okay, so let's do this. I don't want to complain about my PC, but it is moving slow and my fans are on fire. I don't know if it's the OBS or the Figma with IntelliJ and with OBS, everything together, but it's going strong. Okay, so I've created a variable called theme data, and I would like to use it in my shed app. Dark theme data. And I want to. Another thing which is annoying is that I'm switching between a Windows and a Mac, and I'm getting used to one and then switching to the other, and I'm pressing buttons. Okay, so we have the theme data. If I go here, I don't think we'll see anything different, but if we do this thingy, we should see something. Okay, I have a duplicate here and here. So we have the colors blue. Let's put a comma in here to properly format it. Let's import the colors, save, hot reload, and now we should have a blue background. Hold on. Oh, blue background. No, do something. Might not work. Fine. Doing another sync. And I'm hoping to get something, but I'm not. Okay, let me remove that ugly debug from there. Okay, this worked. So apparently there's an issue with the import. Color scheme. Okay, so there's definitely an issue with the import in here. Okay, I will do a quick restart just to check that it's working. And if it doesn't, then I don't know what to do. We'll have to figure out why doesn't it work. I'll probably inline it and then extract it. Should work fine. Meanwhile, if we switch to the typography, there's already the shed theme text theme, so the text theme is already implemented. We can use it as it is, I think. Maybe change the font a bit later, but yeah, it's good that we have it. Okay, and meanwhile, while it's building, let's see. Let's take a look over these components. So we have the accordion. I don't think we need it now. Alert. We will need an alert. Let's see how it looks. Avatar. Yes, I think we will have like two columns, one with aliases and then the main view, and on the aliases we will have an icon button with a plus instead of the floating action button, and you will be able to add a new alias from there. Let's see if there's an icon button in here. By the way, I think I know why it's building it so slow. So the app throws an alert on my other screen, asking me if I want to open the app from an untrusted developer, which is me. So uh, the pop-up goes behind my browser, and that's why it's stuck in building app. It's actually a bit faster. And it worked with the restart. So this is pretty cool. Let's see if we can make it blue. No, apparently if I change the theme, I need to restart the app. Okay, that's not tragic. Let's make it back dark. Dark. I don't want to change the background yet. And in the theme data, what else? The primary button theme. So change the background of the button. I don't want to do it now either. I'll do a hot reload just to make sure that it didn't work. And then no, it didn't work. So let me restart the app and move on. Cool. So let's while it's building, so let's see. We've added that, and then we can start working on the Figma design. And we can refactor a thing or two, of course, to make our life easier. Let's work on the logo a bit. So I think this would be the concept. Let's see how other fonts would look. I have a lot of fonts in Figma. Okay, so I thought we would do something like online here, we will have aliases on the left and the main screen on the right. We will have alias, a title in here, and an icon button with a plus. And in here we can open each alias in a card or something like that. The screen we'll see. So this will go here, and the edit and the delete will be on the main screen, basically. Okay, meanwhile, let's figure out, let's see if we can quickly design the logo. I want to find a letter that's more like swooshy, something. Brush. This one. No. There's this swoosh. I oh, no. Look here actually at no Bonheur Royale. No. This but dinner maybe. I'll probably I think it would be better for the fonts upstream, but I mean I don't want to bore you too much. Uh, Any penny. I'll spend 5 more minutes and afterwards I'll move on. So I like this one. See, it looks like it's swirling, but we need to figure out how to make the G. So it would be something. I like this one. What do you think? And this we would put it somewhere here, maybe. Mm, that done, it will make it an image. I guess to make it a bit smaller. Something like this. Unlike this font. So we go through the fonts again. uh, hipster caps. Disable doesn't look too bad. Okay, let's do a darker background. Right. Okay. I think we have a first version of a logo. I'll probably work on them a bit more, but we can go with this. Mm. But I wanted a table, not tablets. Yes, and this is as big as this one, maybe. Can make it better. Maybe we can. Mm. Anyway, something like this. For the first version, I think it's good enough. Let's move on to the layout. Let's put another frame. Let's add this desktop. And yeah, I actually like this color. Okay, so for this one, we will have something like this as a menu. Let's make it 350, and then maybe a small nav bar. I don't know, something like 50. And we can put the logo. We can make it a bit, say 75, 100, match my OCD. Put it a bit closer, something like this. Take it, group it, flatten it, duplicate it again, and put it here. Okay, and now we can make it smaller. Let's make it way smaller. Let's like this. Let's add some rulers, maybe some margin. How much should we put as margin? We put like 464 something. And then align this. And now maybe use the same color for the background. Let's make this darker. So this and this even darker. Um, uh, yeah, we have the same hue and we just move the saturation and the brightness. So this will only move the dot vertically, this will move it horizontally, and this will change the hue. We don't want. The hue is the color actually. Make it pink. Anyway, let's get back to it. So I want to make this a bit darker. Something like that. What do you think? Or even better, let's make this the same color and put a stroke. And a shadow maybe. Move the stroke, keep the shadow. What do you think? Make the shadow a bit smoother. Three and white. Sorry for that. And in here we would have aliases. Font. Which font should I pick? So first of all, let's make this 16 and write something. I don't think I'll use MCN. I don't know. GS. Can make it 24 maybe. might be too big. We'll see. And we have an alias in here. 16 times 80. And GC DI, something like that. It's pretty empty. Can add borders maybe. I don't know. Let's move in like this. Duplicate. And now let's take a component and so from here, let's find the card maybe. Is it still working? So yeah, card would be nice. Let's steal this. I lost it. I wasn't fast enough. This one. Okay, I want to steal the card and use it myself. Okay, let's do 10. Did I? Oh my god. I'm impressed. Let's do a stroke, remove the fill, make the stroke red so we see it. Looks great. Okay, and forgot something. So I think I want a title here and put. Oh, sorry for that. I don't have bold. My god. Yeah, ideally you would create components and all of that and use them, but this is just a rough design. I don't want Poppins. Poppins looks good, or Inter. You can't fail with Inter. Let's Poppins. Okay, so I want this of 32, and the margin should be around 30, 48, let's say. And then these will go with the margin of 32. No, 24 is enough. I think something like that. Can I bold this? Can we bold? And I can change the color maybe to the primary color, which would be something like this. Unbold it. Much this. Yeah, something like this. And now let's work on the card a bit. Um, and duplicate it. Should be 16. And I like this color. Not this one. Come on. I want the one in the middle. Anyway, it should be grayer anyway. And this would say git status. Actually, it will still be too empty. And it should be in a text field. So what I will do is take another rectangle. No, actually I can duplicate this one. Make it smaller. And put it like this. And I will put the command here and this one here. Something like this. And I want the two buttons. I think it's 12 maybe. And this is definitely old. Thirteen. Something like that. I'll probably put 13. And this is just 8, I would say. And a bit higher 40. And we center. Okay, we have a button. And we duplicate it and we put it in here and we do save. And we center it. And we fill this rectangle. So just fill. And we take the color from here. Actually, it might be the same color. And make the font black. Or something like that. Now hide the image. And we have something which is pretty ugly, but let's see. We want this to be white, gray, something. We'll move up, 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 and a bit to the left, maybe. go around here. What do you think? Okay, and we'll copy this color for all the other rectangles. Ideally, you would create a component and use the components, don't do like me. And this button will be maybe this color. And the text will be white. And I think I want a bit more space. So I want C24 here. I want this one to be like this, and I want 8 here, and this should also have 24. So I should make it 8 pixels wider, so 300. And center it with this one vertically and horizontally. And this one will go here to 8 pixels. Maybe should we put the command as white? Yes. And all of these, how much space do we have here? 32 perfect, 32 perfect, 31 and 31, but yeah, make this 1 pixel high. Question is, should we put command in here? And make this higher? Okay, and this command will be highlighted basically. And this one should be centered, not like this. Like P70, 380. This. Can we go with that for now? And we need also a delete. I have some icons in here. Hopefully it won't take too long for them to load. And the trash can. Excellent. Perfect. Copy as SVG. Move here. It here somewhere. Duplicate it. Bring it down. Put it in the other corner. 30, 20. 432. The height should be 17. Or should I keep it as 24? I think it's not too bad to have it. No, it's pretty decent. I want this to be to 290. I actually for anyway, the cards will, I think the cards will be aligned anyway, so I don't really need to pay too much attention to this. First, trying to make this bright red. Something like this. Delete this. I don't know if I should put this at 16. Somehow they are too small, and I make them even smaller. Okay. Anyway, it's good enough for the first design. We will try to make it look like this, then launch it and see what happens. G, I think the G can be rotated a bit more for the logo. And there's a knife flat and there's a bug. So I flatten it everywhere. Rotate a bit more maybe. Something like this. Or maybe parallel with this one. Let's do this. Oh, it's the whole thing. Anyway, I like this logo. Purple. Okay, so we have the initial design. It's not perfect, but something. We will go with that and see if we can gather any feedback and improve it a bit. Next step would be to implement this in Flutter, and the step afterwards would be to fix the permissions and make sure that the installer is correctly configured so that an external user is able to launch the app and use it properly. Once we have that, I'll send the app to a couple of friends to gather some feedback and start working on the landing page. So just to recap what we've done today, we have added the UI components library, we started working on the Figma design, and we've done the initial logo design. Next, implement the design in Flutter, handle permissions, make sure that an external user can install and use the app. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching. This would be it for tonight. We'll catch up in the next stream and we'll continue working on this. Thanks a lot and see ya.